welcome back to Straightforward. We are being well educated today about our kidney health. Well, Dr. Smith, it's that time of the year, and every year you have to give me that lecture. With the holidays and everything, you know I always fall off the wagon, so just help us to understand what we should and should not be doing.
Well, I feel bad every year I come on and I say, don't eat this, don't eat that, don't eat this. And it's the holidays.
Yeah.
It's the holidays. Everybody during the holidays,
Right.
we splurge a little bit. We eat
Yeah.
some things that maybe we shouldn't eat.
Right.
And that's okay.
Okay.
That's okay.
Right.
The point that I make, and my patients who watch this will say, oh my gosh, yes, she said that to us in the office.
Right.
Thanksgiving, Christmas,
Right.
even New Year's.
Okay.
Those are one day.
Okay.
So
Okay, one day.
if you're gonna splurge, you splurge and you eat your Thanksgiving dinner, you eat a piece of that sweet potato pie, a piece of that German
piece.
chocolate cake.
Oh, Lord, a piece.
But the next day, it's right back to business as usual.
Oh,
Because-
but what do we do, especially now when we are going from one holiday to the next, and you have leftovers? You know, food costs so much, so
Absolutely.
you're just telling us we should
Absolutely.
be
I'm
sharing
telling
it with
you,
our homeless
you're
friends.
supposed to share the wealth. Share the wealth. If you had bountiful Thanksgiving, share it with other people who perhaps did not. There may be some people at your workplace that
Right.
didn't have any home cooked food. Maybe
Right.
they're not from the area. Share the wealth. You don't have to eat it all yourself.
Okay.
Especially not the richer foods with higher in carbs.
Okay, and we live in the South. We're in the Bible Belt, and so
Absolutely.
those richer foods would be the macaroni and cheese,
The dressing, cornbread dressing, the mashed potatoes, a
With
lot
lots
the-
of butter.
with lots of butter and gravy, of course. Now your turkeys, you know, most of us roast a turkey. Of course, there's the fried turkey.
People
I'm
are
not
frying
talking about
those.
that. I'm
Okay.
talking about the roasted turkey. Great. Make some turkey. Use turkey all along the time. It's lean meat. It's good. That's fine. But your richer foods that, you know, the carbs, the white foods, rice, bread, potatoes, those types of things. Those are the things we need to be lowering our frequency of and sharing with our
Okay,
fellow
and once
man.
before you said, and we're so guilty of this in the South, we always think, of course, this is RC Cola country here in
Yes, it
Columbus.
is. Yes, it
Of
is.
course, we live in the Coca-Cola state, which Atlanta is the home of that. And so many of us think that we have to have those beverages with our meals too. So we need to just kind of cut back on all of that.
Absolutely.
And we
You
should
know,
have probably lemonade.
sugar and more sugar that we need to try and avoid. Not only that, sugar, well, of course, there's phosphorus, which Dr. Alapan's our local phosphorus expert since our own Uma Alapan has done an excellent research into phosphorus, so he'll talk to you some more about that. But, you know, err more towards obviously getting away from the sodas.
Okay.
Getting away from the sodas. It's empty calories, it's sugar, it's things that we don't need.
Okay.
It's hard, and some people
It is,
have
because we usually
addiction to soda.
I know, and it's a rush because it's the sugar and the caffeine, and it kind of gives a rush. So
Absolutely.
we're going to do better and probably have lemonade and
Well,
something
and the
else.
whole point of it is, you know, some foods are not your friends in that all these diseases that we talk about, diabetes, hypertension, we can control most of this if we control what we're eating. You know, there's medicines, and I tell people all the time, I can throw all kinds of medicines at you, but I'd rather you take some initiative and change your lifestyle, change your diet, so that you won't have to be on as many medicines, because let's face it, most things have side effects.
That's
you can't
true.
just take something
Even
and
when you
there
hear
be
the
nothing.
commercial, let's say we fix this, but it's 30 other things you have to be
So
careful
let's
of.
fix it without the side effects.
Okay, so those hidden phosphorus, we talked about that, and you were in Chicago at this conference, and your brilliant young daughter wrote this paper and really made Columbus look good.
I know. The point about food and what we're talking about, any food is good. We're not saying you should not eat.
Absolutely not.
This rich food which Dr. Smith mentioned is good. Right. The point is everything is in moderation.
Okay, in
When we
moderation.
talk about moderation, so also for anything else which might impact your health. Now, when we talk about the diet, there are certain things you have to segregate. One is the calories.
Okay,
Calories is the one which is going to add into the system, and that is what is going to make your body weight go up.
okay,
Now, there are certain other things in the food which you have to be careful about, which might affect the internal organ system. That's what we are talking about. When we talked about the phosphorus, phosphorus is the most important element which we need in the body. It is involved in maintaining us in terms of getting the necessary energy for the body.
Okay.
There are certain enzymes in the body wherein it is dependent on the phosphorus. It means that you need phosphorus.
Right.
We are talking about situations where we are consuming more than what we should.
Okay.
And it becomes very important of the phosphorus when the person's kidney function is going down.
Okay.
So if you talk about that, normal people taking phosphorus, normal people taking the calories what they need is absolutely fine.
Okay.
When you have an athlete who wants to drink a lot of soda, a lot of calorie-rich drinks
Right.
or the food, it is fine because he's going to spend it over by exercise.
Right. He's going to
So
burn
it's
it off.
not an issue.
Right.
It'll burn it off.
Right.
Whereas it is those sedentary people or
That's
those
right.
who
Those of
cannot-
us that eat and sit in the
No.
recliner.
Sedentary people.
and those who cannot actually
Yes.
do the exercise.
Right, right.
That is where it is. When we talk about the phosphorus is there in most of the food what we eat.
Mm-hmm.
It is in two different parts. One is the solid food which we take.
Okay.
We're talking about any of the processed food which comes in, which we take like chicken or pork or
Mm-hmm.
beef. They are all actually injected with phosphorus like material to preserve the meat.
Oh, really?
And that is not actually even very much
It's not shown
not
on the
shown
label.
on the label because
Oh,
there is
okay.
no quantification, means there is no, the level of phosphorus and there is not. As a matter of fact, in this conference which I went, there was an FDA ex-director who came there.
Right.
And she was talking only about the diet, where we are talking about the phosphorus being there. But we also must understand, we need food, but also you have to have in moderation. Now, we also forget that there are other fluids or beverages what we take.
Right.
Those beverages do have phosphorus.
Okay.
Now, the point about what Uma did on the study in Columbus, wherein she did a science project and looked at the phosphorus content in all the beverages.
Okay.
Commonly consumed beverages, that's it. But also the beverages got what you call acidity, the pH level. So you got acid in the beverages.
Okay.
And there is phosphorus also in the, there are a lot of other things, but phosphorus is the main focus.
Okay.
A study in Framingham, which is in Massachusetts, they did a study and showed that in that Framingham study, people who had normal level of the phosphorus, which is between 2.5 and 5,
Right.
those who had phosphorus closer to 5 had more heart disease
Okay.
related issues.
So it's all of these hidden things in the
Yeah.
food that is contributing to our illnesses.
Very important.
Okay, well, what we're going to do is take our final break and we'll be right back. And welcome back to Straightforward. We are continuing our conversation with the awesome team from Riedel Associates. Dr. Alapan, you have so much knowledge to share, and we were talking about those secret ingredients that's really ruining our health.
There are so many things in the food, as we said, the calories as well as the phosphorus stuff, what we're talking about. To bring it up to speed of what we ought to do is whenever we are eating anything, be aware of what exactly you are consuming.
Okay.
It's good to look at the products of what we have. We need those products, whatever is labeled, but there are so many other things which are not labeled. It is good to become a little bit more knowledgeable about what we are doing.
We need to educate ourselves.
One of the things we have to make sure is when you're drinking, do it in moderation.
Okay.
When you're eating, do it in moderation, because we still need those things. Even though phosphorus has been touted as an element which is there, in the sodas, there are different kinds of sodas. You're talking about a black, the dark sodas, and
Right,
the clear
versus the
sodas,
Sprites or the
and
whatever.
the clear sodas. The clear sodas generally have got no phosphorus or less phosphorus.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, root beer, which looks darker, does not have any sodas. Does not have any phosphorus.
Oh, really? It's dark,
Yeah,
but it doesn't.
it is
but
dark.
but the colas do.
Correct.
Okay.
The reason they say is that the dark sodas, which conventionally we use, like the Coke products or
Right.
the Pepsi or
Right.
Dr. Pepper or Asicola, they all are made, the phosphorus coming from nuts. Whereas the root beer, it's coming from the roots. So the
Okay.
phosphorus content is much less. So
Okay.
I'm not promoting one product over that.
I understand, but you're just saying the
be
source.
aware.
One is from nuts and
Correct.
one is from a root.
Be aware of what
Okay.
you're drinking and do it in moderation. Anybody getting into the level of kidney function, as the kidney function keeps going down, you got to be a little careful about what you're eating, especially the phosphorus, and also certain other. You got to balance your fluid. You balance all your salt, the potassium, whatever you have in the diet,
Your sugar.
and also the protein
And the sugar.
and the sugar, and the sugar. So you got to do that in a way that as we get older or as we get into medical problems, we got to know what you're doing.
All right,
And
got to
we
know
got
where to draw the line.
That's
That's
right.
right.
And so before we run out of time, I want to make sure you share where you're located. We know you have an excellent team of nephrologists. I mean, I can really brag on you all. You're not just dialysis doctors. You take care of
Thank
people
you.
with kidney
Yes,
disease.
kidneys,
and not
hypertension.
everyone is on dialysis.
That's right.
Prevention
Thank you.
is better than cure.
That's
Exactly.
right.
You know,
There's
that's
5
important.
in our group, so we have more than enough manpower to take care of everyone.
And a woman.
And woman, of course. I am the only female in
Right.
the group, though. I have to keep these 4 in line. It's
Right.
a, it's a
I know,
job
it's a
all
tough
on
job.
its own.
Right.
But we're located, our main office is on Bradley Park Drive, sort of North Columbus. And we also have another location more South Columbus on Winton Road, Stark Avenue.
Okay.
So we have a location in Phoenix City, a dialysis unit there, and we travel. We go
Yes.
to LaGrange, we go to Warm Springs, we go to Opelika, we go to Eufaula, we go to Buena Vista. We go to where we feel like the patients need us to go.
And it's consistent care.
Absolutely.
This team really works together, and that's the thing that I'm so impressed about. It's not like this person drop off, the other person didn't know, but you all
No.
really work
More
together.
important is
Yeah.
evidence-based medicine. Evidence-based means keeping up to date with the
That's right.
modern knowledge of what's happening is very important. And number 2, as you're given this opportunity for us to come here, teaching and educating the patients makes our life much easier.
Well, you all do an excellent job. We are really blessed, and I'm going to say blessed, to have this team in our community, and we must have you back. I have to have that conversation every year to try to get me on track. But certainly, when we, as the months go on, we'll bring you back again, and we want to continue the education process.
We will.
Thank you so much for all that you do.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.